This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, y'all. I had to sit here and really, play or see what the heck is up with this game. Just give me 1 second. Controls. Why is everything so slow? Field of view. Yes. Okay. It's a little better. I had to see what was up with this game. Heard a lot about it, but we're gonna see exactly what's going on. So let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
The hell? This is a whole... This reminds me of that little game with the park ranger. Oh. Oh, we can't close the door. This is kind of sick.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
Yo.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I
Come on, we need to find a way out of here before you find out the game. No.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I mean, there's one way to find out.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yo. Yo.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought,
I can't even
and I
get
realize
it.
I'm not a
No.
sportsologist, but
No.
if one ball
No.
generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls make for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
I don't want another one.
Yes.
Oh, my
Goodness,
God.
that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
No, it does not.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Oh my goodness. I just want to get this one ball in. That's all I want to do. Thank you. Hope it's going there anyway. It's going there anyway. Yo, this is tough.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you
Yes.
having fun?
Yes, I
Is this a
am.
real video game?
Yes, it
Well, I
is.
sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No, it's not.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes.
No, it doesn't.
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
No.
Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you
not.
decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how
okay.
you'd like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much, but who knows? You're an inventive kid, you'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Open. Open. The hell? Hold up. Let me go see something. Because I feel like I can probably go with the balls one. Yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, yes!
What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
No. And I fell again. Fallen for eternity. Oh, what the... Where are we? Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. This is my first time playing this. And I'm literally already weirded out. Already. I'm so freaking confused. I am so freaking confused. What I guess. What's over here? Is this? Okay, we can't go through there. Alright, hold on, because I know it's kind of... Alright, get it. Okay. Let's go this way. Okay. Alright, I see light. What the... Like, what was that? That's kind of... Yeah. I'm sorry, we just gonna test every doors here. Ain't that the same... Was that like the same room? No, it was different. What is this? What are we doing? What is this? Like, can we do something?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
Like what?
He needs me.
No, I don't.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
No, you won't.
The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Oh, right. Okay.
I can wait.
I know you can. Can I go back to my adventure? Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. But bring me back to me writing my own story. Shoot. Okay. We're gonna try this again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Missed a memo? Like, what memo are you talking about?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I'm sorry, I gotta go a little bit further.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
I have to.
just to admire it.
No.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, sorry. No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, right?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We probably did.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you forgot. What? Really?
Yes.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes, I am.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Let's go to the right this time. Let's go.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, we'll do it.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
No.
I wanted to stop.
No, you do.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
No.
And I think I have a solution.
What is
Here,
the solution?
let me show you.
No, you better not stop nothing. Oh, now you want to open the door. Wow, it's pitch black in here.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What the? Hello? Type scared now. What the?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here,
Where's the door?
right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I don't care what you feel.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Do we really want to listen to him? Or do we just want to end it all? Yeah, come on, let's go.
Oh, thank God you
What?
lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Yeah, I know.
Now, can we please get back to the other? No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Trust fall.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
No.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes, you are. Trust fall.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
No.
But I guess that was too much. You actually want to stay alive?
Yes,
Or are
I
you
do.
just teasing me?
I think I'm just teasing you. Wow. Hey, that's what you
I
wanted?
wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
Oh, seizure warning. I'm sorry. Seizure warning. Yeah, it's not. I'm sorry. I can't do it no more. Yeah, boy going. Oh, we can't even go off the edge. Can we go off the edge? No. That's bullcrap. Alright, let's go back. I'm done toying with him. I can't even walk straight no more. My leg's broken. Yeah, we're going back up there. Come on. You see how slow I'm walking? It's like I'm dragging my leg. This is exactly what I'm doing. What the heck is this? No, we can't do nothing with that. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Trust fall.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
He looked it happy. He looked it happy. No, man. What is this game? Alright, let's one more time. See what's going on. What? Is he not talking this time?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
What? I thought his phone was... I thought this was our office in here. What the f is going on? What is going on? It's like he's not even talking no more.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do we really want to do that? Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. But I think it's enough playing with his emotions now. I think we should go to the left. Anything that we can do here? Open these doors, please. No. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What the? Can we, like, turn that projector off, probably? Maybe. Yo.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh no, there's a reason.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
La la.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They probably will. I don't know. This is kind of concerning me too.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
You mother... Maybe I am, okay? Maybe I am.
I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Probably.
We got to his broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Nah, it's gonna decompose.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. No, I'm gonna stay here forever. It's gonna be my new little hidey hole. My new little hidey hole. Yeah, I like my new office. I feel like it's gorgeous. This is my new office. Yeah, I like it. Alright, had enough fun.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you, too, unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What is that down there? What is that? Nah. What the hell is this? Somebody screenshot that. I want to see what that is. Like, just take a clip of it. I really don't want to go through the store. Nope. I already came down here. Might as well.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
1, 2, B4.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That is a weird question.
Close automatically behind him wherever he went.
This is kind of weird.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What is happening?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
What the no,
and then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I was kind of questioning that.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh my
and
God.
while he thought it all very odd, and wondered
can
if
we-
this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility
Let's try to
for
remember
himself?
those numbers and see if they
Stanley
change.
is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too.
Okay, you're getting a little loud.
Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Yeah, I really
Let
do.
me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Yes, it will be. I am completely normal.
I am okay.
Yes, I am. Okay, I'm going a little insane here. What's
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Why
I
is
must
it
be
getting
real.
worse?
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything
Oh my
went black.
God. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh my God.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
That's bullcrap. Why not call the authorities to help me? They could have came and picked up my lifeless body. They could have came and did that. They could have. I was gonna end it here. But yep. Alright. What the? Don't. What's the? Okay, this is completely different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What the hell? What? Why they got a bathroom that's called the executive bathroom? Okay. To be rich, it's a crime. To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. What the hell? Okay then. We're just gonna close that. In fact, we didn't go in there. What's in here? Business strategy. Oh my god. Can we go down? Alright. Let's just spam it. Let's just spam it. Yo, he's humming. Okay, I want to get off now. What the? I got an achievement. You can't jump. Ah. I want to get off now. Hello? Hello? Griffin got that elevator. Hello? Hello? They must have getting off now. I should have got on. Now it won't let me off. Okay, I'm getting scared. I missed the narrator. Can I get off now? Hey, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Um, what's up? Um, playing a game that's very odd and strange. It's called Stanley's what the bro? I'm sorry. I'm about to get off this damn game. It's called Stanley Parable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, just give me like one second, like one in-depth, good, unique second, okay? Because this game is tripping me the freak out right now.
Stanley came to a set of
Whenever this
doors,
actual
the
whatchamacallit is done with, I'm trying to get done with it like severely, like right now.
Yet there was not a single
Like,
person here either.
yeah, it's kind of.
Stanley decided to go up to his.
I got trapped on an elevator.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I literally got trapped on the elevator. There's no objective.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unreal, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
You have to go through a whole bunch of endings trying to find out what happened to your coworkers.
Desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss
something like that. It's
pin number
highly. It's highly.
But
Whatchamacallit.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Mm-hmm. It fucks with your psyche. Okay.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input anything on the device
something like that.
Since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2895. 2875. 2866. He said I had no conscience about what the actual code was.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well,
no, I did not. Whoop-de-doo shit. What the hell? What the... Okay. Nothing this way. What? This looks creepy as shit. What's up? White Lotus. Why? Why?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
NMKX, no. Oops. So can we go back upstairs? We can.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I didn't want to be in the bottom no more. I wanted to go back up to the office, see what actually goes on. Okay. Can we like go back?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
What?
Let's explore this area of the Amazon rainforest and free some captive creatures.
The
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Bruh, this game is stupid, it's funny, but it'll mess with your psyche.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
I said
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, I got a question for you. Straight or left? Don't look at anything. Just straight ahead or left. Straight ahead or left? That's all I want you to, that's all I want to know. Straight or left? Yep, straight or left. Yep, straight or left. Give me one answer. You want me to go straight or you want me to go left? Which one? Just pick one. It's not a hard decision. Just pick one. You're not the one that's going through this. I am. Oh God.
The lights rose on an enormous room.
What
Television screens.
the
What horrible secret
hell?
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I am in a whole mind control facility. Like, what the fuck?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
Hold
to
on.
images
What was
on
ours?
screen.
Ours was what?
And Stanley, one of them,
4,
eternally
6,
monitored
7?
in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Was it 467 or 476? I forgot. Which one was it? I kinda forgot now. Niggas getting fired. Oh, 2 got fired, bro. One of them is what the hell? Y'all see that, right? One of them is like kind of botched out. That one right there, under 233.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been
234. Something.
manipulated
I
to
think
accept
234 got
by
corrupted.
will?
I don't know. He probably had anger issues.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Why are we going upstairs then? The hell?
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What?
But here was
The
the proof. The
hell
heart
is
of the
this?
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Yo,
Working,
open this
eating,
goddamn
working.
thing.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
What is
As
this?
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
What
another
the
human life.
hell is
For
this
he
place?
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I guess, can we press to like 5? Mind control idle awaits input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place
What
and to
the
everything it
hell?
stood for.
I've heard about this game, but I wasn't like 100% sure about everything that's going on in it. And this is kind of messing with my psyche a little bit. Alright, another question. On or off? Temp. Temp. On or off? Off? Alright. But what just happened?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
I won
Unshackled
what?
himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
What?
It was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
I cannot go
but
backwards.
happiness.
I want to
Perhaps
go
his
back.
goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
What
Whatever life he lives,
the
it
hell?
will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
This
It was
looked like
perhaps
a
the
whole
only thing
entire...
worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That don't look like an open door. It looked like I'm plummeting to my death.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The freak just happened. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and say that that's all that I have time for this live stream. Um, we'll get back into this one. Next time I'll do a little bit more, like more with this. But let me know, like if y'all enjoyed this, let me know. I'll play this some more and unravel more mysteries about this. If not, then we'll just see what happens. But this game really got me tweaking a little bit, so I, I'll I'll holla at y'all later. Living life.